too long. I didn't really have to do too much of anything since I'm playing it all on the same platform, so all good here. But we are back and we are ready to roll, doing some more Tomb Raider Remastered. We got to get back into the original Tomb Raider and finish up the expansion pack. We did Unfinished Business last night, which was a pain in the ass, and now we're doing Return to Egypt, which should lead to the Temple of the Cat section, which, from what I remember, this expansion was a lot easier than the previous ones, so we'll see, though. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It's been a long time since I played any of these, and I don't think I ever finished the expansions. I think I played them on PC ages ago, and I never actually got a chance to finish the damn things, or I just gave up on them. I'm not too sure which happened. But I could see myself giving up on Unfinished Business, or just thinking, this isn't quite as fun as I sort of thought it was going to be. Anyway, here we are. Oh, shit. I had to make a couple WebMs earlier to show somebody how to move in this game. And I forgot I switched over to modern controls. Yeah, modern controls suck, but I had to switch to them to prove a point, so. Somebody was like, the camera definitely controls how far you can jump. And I said, no, the camera has nothing to do with how far you can jump. It's a grid-based movement system. It's based on how far you move, and what kind of move you're trying to do. I said, no, when the camera's at Lara's front, she definitely jumps further. So I asked them to tell me, where is this jump where you're supposedly getting more length? And they told me it was in the Lost Valley. So I went over to Lost Valley. I recorded myself doing a long jump with both the modern and the tank controls, and showed that it did not have anything to do with the camera positioning. It's based on how far you're moving. One square, which you could typically easily identify, but one square would be equivalent to one hop back for Lara. So if she hops back, that would be equivalent to just one square. So it takes one square to do a running long jump, and that's about as long as she can jump. But she can jump a little bit further if you do a swan dive, but not by much. You typically don't ever have to do that except in very, very particular situations. But anyway, I proved my point. We are back in Egypt here. Hey, look at that. In the main portion of this game, this statue was gone in the remastered version, so I don't know, they brought it back, I guess. I think we might have noted on that last time, but still. I'm kind of surprised because they apparently forgot about it in the main game and not this time around. We're back in Egypt. I don't really know why everything's flooded. There's just apparently a lot of water here now. A couple enemies sitting around. So many alligators, crocodiles. I guess they're Nile River crocs. A bunch of cats just hanging out on top of everything. That's cool. But I think this intro portion is the only reused section of the map. Because, yeah, once we get into here, look at that, and then we already see the cat and everything. But once we get into here, this is where the brand new section starts up. Oh, that's right, this is where I ended last time, because I accidentally... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Maybe that was what happened, I got pushed off, but... Oh. I This time I just straight up died. Whoops. It's a good thing I saved. I don't know what's going on. The game like took a while to load, which it usually doesn't, and then yeah, like it froze up there. Hopefully that doesn't happen too often.
No.
Oh yeah, they don't give me my inventory back, so. And the predator becomes the prey. Alright, give me a sec to take a look at what the hell I'm actually doing here. There are spikes down here. I'm just going to use the free cam. Because I can. What you looking at, Lara? There are spikes everywhere. Kind of wonder if I could jump over to these pillars, or if that takes up too much, like of the actual map collision box on these things. Shit. Yeah, I think jumping down there is always going to equate to that, because I don't know that I could actually jump diagonally. Okay, that worked. Just sliding down on the very, very edge there. And then when you jump, it gives you just enough room. Of course, you could always walk through spikes. Can't run through them, otherwise you take damage, but walking is fine. I guess the idea is that she has careful footing. Do you know that you can control your jump based on your camera angle? Someone told me that. I didn't believe him, but I was told that before, yeah. Man, I'm just dying to every one of these spikes. I'm gonna jump over here. That lion ain't gonna get me. Very windy out there. Oh god, wait until I have to fight Nero in the game. Hopefully not. I think our Nero days are behind us. Unless they bring him back in a Devil May Cry. But yeah, I don't ever want to have to see Nero again. I'd prefer it that way. What is this? Honestly, the classic Tomb Raider games never really had too many boss battles. They give like some of the enemies health bars in the remastered versions, which I think is kind of funny, but you know, most of the enemies, even like the really big things, like even the Tyrannosaurus in this game, or Natla, or you know, any of the henchmen or anything, they don't like have a ton of HP. I wouldn't even really consider them that much harder than most of the basic enemies. God, what would be the best way to do this? I guess that works. Took a little bit of damage getting down, but that's alright. In Tomb Raider 2, there are two things that could probably classify as bosses. There's like a giant birdman, and then in addition to the giant birdman, there is a dragon at the end of the game. And those two are a little harder than most. I think those would qualify as pretty significant bosses. Tomb Raider 3, there are these statues. at the very like first set of levels, and it actually reminds me. I think they reused the concept of them in the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider movie, but they're kind of like, I don't know. They look like typical like Kali Ma Indian statues with like multiple arms and stuff. And those can be a bit of a pain, but only because they can block your shots and you have to get behind them. But otherwise, I don't think they were like had a bunch of HP or anything like that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in Tomb Raider 3 that could like qualify as a boss. Not a hell of a whole lot. Oh damn, I can't even do this. I gotta push it. Tomb Raider 4, at the end of the game, you have to fight an Egyptian god. But it's not even really fighting him, it's more like grabbing a thing, and then once you get the thing, you have to leave to the arena. And then that's basically it. Not too much more than that. So it's not really much of a battle, but I guess it is what it is. Ooh! Slide me right in there. Give me some nice little damage. Lara is a goddess herself. Well, I guess there's no arguing that. The goddess of short shorts, yeah. I feel there needs to be more patrons of this particular saint. Yeah, it's a damn shame that in the later games they took away them shorts. Boring wearing pants all the time. Oh shit. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Clearly. I haven't saved in a while either, so oops. Boy, I didn't even get the jump right. Hey, at least the game's loading up quicker. Just need to die a couple times. I'm wondering if I want to go grab the extra bits. I guess I will. It's like more time. More time that needs to be wasted getting this shit. See, this is why I should save more frequently, but, you know, I got this stigma about saving too frequently. No, you can't do it. It's save scumming. But again, we had this chat before. It's like it's built in to the game. Also, in the PC versions of these games, they allowed you to save anywhere as many times as you wanted, so I feel like that's the way it's intended to be played. When it comes to the original version of Tomb Raider on like Sega Saturn or PlayStation, they had the save crystals, which obviously was a limited amount of saves, and you could only save wherever the save crystal was, so you know, I could see the argument based on the main game, but with these expansions, they allowed you to save wherever you wanted. So I feel like that's the way it should be done. But I gotta prove I'm a real gamer. Of course, that was one of those bullshit instances where they threw like a trap at me where I had no clue that it was going to be coming anyway, so... They do those sort of few and far between, but... Still, every once in a while, there's a spot where there's like no indication of there being a trap. Outside of you just like looking everywhere once you enter a room. But if I did that, I'd be wasting a lot of time too. Do you know what version of Tomb Raider I've actually sort of been curious about playing before? It's the N-Gage version. I heard there's some unique aspects to it. I'm sure there's got to be an N-Gage emulator, as embarrassing as that would be for somebody to program. But it's got to be out there. There's even been emulators for, like, old flip phone games. I remember watching a streamer do, there's an old flip phone video game port of Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and it looked awful. But there it stood regardless. Alright, so how the hell am I supposed to know this thing was coming? Unless I'm just, like, walking this way. I guess that's how you do it. You just run into the other side. Oh, that thing was such a failure when it came out. But, I mean, the concept of it was sort of ahead of its time. Because the idea was, to have a portable console akin to like a, Game Boy or something and integrate it with a phone. And, that's pretty much what people do now. It's like there's a big stink about Fortnite not being available on Apple phones. It's like that's one of the biggest video games of all time right now. And it's like, it's one of the major things people play. So it's like actual video games, not just like Candy Crush or some other shit. But, yeah, I think it was ahead of its time, and just like the pricing point and, the very specific peripheral where you didn't like have a whole lot of options. I don't even remember necessarily what was on it. I know there was the Tomb Raider port, but I don't know that there was too much else outside of that, like as far as like a major game goes. Shit. Oops. I was kind of hoping she'd fall backwards or move backwards. But she just leaned right into that fall. It's alright, we don't have to waste time going up to that cat statue, because apparently there was nothing over there. I think the way to do this might be hop backwards. Let me see if I can sidle over this thing. Oh, I can't. Wow. Because that section right there looks flat to me. Okay, well, she slid backwards this time. This one. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Because I figured that'd be the only way to get whatever this is. It looks like the shotgun. And it is. Wow. Nice. Alright, we picked up a few shells, so good deal. Let's just see if I can make it back. Oh, shit. Oh, thank God. This doesn't do anything, right? I can't interact with this. Is there anything else up here? So I know for sure that I don't have to go back. It's a nice little skybox, too. Oh, look at that. It's almost pitch black, but look at there's a little star field. That's kind of fun. This looks... I don't know, there's something about it that looks eerie to me. Like the tree line, all cast in shadow with the moon above it. Almost looks like a perfect spot for like a UFO to be flying over. It does not appear that there's anything else up there. So I think we're good. Now we get back to this. Oh, that's where that lion died. Like, it never came back, so I assumed it was dead, but I wasn't 100% certain. So I guess I'll save after doing that shit. Ugh. All sorts of terrors everywhere. Oops. Damn. It's a little hard to tell because of the darker texture, but I wasn't sure if that was too steep of an incline. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to hop to the side like that. There was something in the water. Alright, Anto, I appreciate you popping in. Thank you very much. You rest easy. Have a good night. Maybe we'll see you on the next one. You too, bud. Take care. See this rickety bridge. I don't even remember, like, too many bridges in the, like, main game. Maybe the Lost Valley. Oh my god, I did it again. Fell right onto that slip and slide. Lost Valley, the broken bridge. But other than that, I can't even think of, like, any other bridges. It just looks like a weird asset to me. I figured I didn't have that much health left. It's a weird spot for a small med kit. Kind of expected something else to pop out outside of just the lion that was guarding it, but I guess there was nothing in there. Wrong way. Stuck. what's up here, but it almost looks secret-ish since it's like behind you and everything. Or behind where you're gonna be like flipping up to. Let's see what I'm in for. Huh. That takes me back to like the entrance. Other than that, there doesn't seem to be anything in here, unless something like spawns in after the fact. It's a bit more of a drop. What is this? Oh, large med kit. Whoa! Okay, those definitely weren't there before. Good lord. Jump in that hole. Jeez. Well, that sucked. See a gate down here. There we go. Little hole. Earmarked gators. Whoa, okay, there's one. Jesus. How many gators are that? That's a shitload of crocs. I've never seen this many in like one spot. Ever. I was shooting at the one dead body for a while. I wasn't even aware of it. Gator Fest. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, we got some guns. Nice. I think those are the, yeah, those have to be the magnums. Alright, well that kind of sucked. But, we got the magnums, so that's good. It's kind of funny that we pop in like the back room that has them all. I would assume that regardless of whether or not you like go in there first, they would have to all spawn, I'm sure. It looks like it's supposed to be like a cat or something, but it's just like still like very primitive shapes. And this is the remastered version too. If it was like supposed to legit, like they didn't, I don't know, maybe they didn't bother with the expansions or anything like that, but it's like they had the primitive shapes for like the Horus and Anubis statues. And the original game, but then like once you get into the remastered, they're like fully modeled and everything, but I guess they didn't feel the need with this one. Like, it's a cat. People get it. There was something up here, I think. Oh my god, shit. Man, I cannot get my feet under me. I keep slipping off of shit. Before we made that... Well, actually, before we jumped down into the thing and before we went into the water and everything, there was something up here. Yeah, where that croc came out of. It looks like you could sidle across this. Ignore the gator ass. Ignore the gator ass, but please, by all means, fully focus on the Lara ass. Almost overshot that. Oh, look, finally. We get to see where that key we picked up a while back gets to. Didn't drop that far. I was actually trying to do a side hop, but too much of that ammunition if I don't have to, but I mean, there's plenty of spots I could have gotten on top of, but I figure we can make up for a little lost time by using them. More shotgun shells. It was actually back in that pathway. It seemed like something that went out. Yeah, back here. Gotta be careful in case they drop another bullshit boulder on us or something, but I don't know, it seems like there's a lot of enemies. I find that they typically don't have a whole lot of boulder activity when you have enemies nearby. But they proved me wrong with that, with the unfinished business in the boulder room. Good thing to remember with the classic Tomb Raider is that Lara's turning speed is actually a lot faster than a number of enemies. Now, some enemies can close the gap pretty quick, like the Atlanteans, especially the melee ones when they're running at you. They could do that lunging strike and do a significant amount of damage with Lara still kind of running around them in circles. But with a lot of the other enemies, like the lions and like the crocs, if you got a decent amount of room, you could just kind of like run in a circle and typically stay out of their way. Doesn't always work, and again, you need to have the room to do it, but, you know, you can kind of get a sense of when it's available and when it isn't. Ah, well, we needed to come down here anyway, I guess. So, despite the fact that I dropped and nearly killed myself, would have had to come down here anyway. trust that there's not going to be another boulder. Okay. Nice look at that skybox out there. Looks like there's a little dawn on the horizon. Close to twilight hours. That or it's a really well-lit building. I can't quite tell what's going on out there. See the sun like just barely poking up over the horizon, or there's a building that's got a shitload of lights on it. Either or. There's water down there. I guess they expect me to drop. See about getting that health kit though. Get me out of here. Gotta pause to pick up the shotgun shells real quick though. With the gators in the pool, there's a slight hindrance in the fact that she's trying to auto-target them instead of the lion that's the immediate threat. I don't think there was anything else left in the pool, so I get the feeling like I probably don't need to worry about that. That worries me up there. Shit. I was trying to stop myself too. Like, I knew they'd pop in. Evidently, I mean, clearly. I called it before it even happened, but... didn't save me. I was still running and couldn't quite make the turn. Whoa! I don't think that's supposed to happen. What? Yeah, we just, like, phased out of the map. I guess there was a point where there wasn't a hitbox there. No collision detection? I don't know. Let's see if we can get over here. This looks like where we might need to go. Mummy over here. Anything in the water? was just the one health kit. Speed running strats. Oh look, here we are back in this one spot. Man, that was bizarre. I heard something moving too. I think it was a mummy. One of the mummified Atlanteans. Oh, here he is. Because I don't know, the Atlanteans, when they move around, they have like a weird sort of almost, I was going to call it galloping, but I guess the centaurs would technically make that noise. Well, we got all our stuff. Oh, there he is. Two of them. The hell? Oh, okay. What? Alright, that was the end. We kind of did a shortcut of sorts, so that was sort of cool. I think this is the Temple of the Cat segment. Actually, we can find out right here. Yep, there it is, Temple of the Cat. Anybody remember Temple of the Dog from the 90s? Oh, there he is. Like, I hear this bastard. He's behind the grate, though. Guess I'll get up when I pick up one of these items. 2 small health kits. I got 9 of them. I don't know that picking one up is going to be worth it. Looking rock texture. Almost like it's like the weird plasticky, like glossiness to it. Almost looks like that look of Like fake plastic poop. Gotcha, bitch. I wasn't sure where it was coming from. That's a little bullshit. I don't think I actually need to hit that switch, unless there's something over here that's blocked. Almost hopped over that boulder, too. A lot of times you could, like, the backflip goes up so high you could actually leap over the boulder, but I think it was because of the incline. The incline was so steep on where the boulder was coming down from that it didn't really make too much of a difference. Kind of neat the first time around when they had the wide camera angle to show you the mummies were coming. Stopped right before. Oh, okay, I see these boulders. I didn't see this one over here. I think that one's below. We saw there was one like that was behind a grate or something, so I think that's where that one is. What are the chances? Just, you know what the best spot would be for me to get out of there. It's like diagonal was the only thing left of that one. It probably would have been better if I'd picked that one first. Is he stuck up there? Good look and see if there's anything over here. Worried about some of these little paths though, because they look like they might have some boulders coming my way. door's on a timer, but at least I took out the crock. Oh. What is down here? I swear to God, if it's like a trap room where you can't get out of. I don't think Tomb Raider's that bullshit, but it's been known to happen in video games. There's the infamous ha 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 room in the Dirty Harry NES game. It's like some apartment complex or something that you go investigate as Dirty Harry, and you know, unbeknownst, I don't think there's any warning or anything, not that I remember there being, but there's like a room that you go in and it just says ha 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 on the wall, and there's nothing you can do. You can't get out of there, and the only option to you is just restarting the game. It's like the fourth level in a game where like the levels are pretty bullshit to begin with, so I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty shitty. It's just like one of them time-wasting things, though. We talked about how bullshit the NES could be with some of its games. It's a lot more frequent with stuff that wasn't like Nintendo property things. Oh, look, the other key. Surprised there's been like no traps or enemies. Oh, this like wind audio. I swear to God, there's a siren in the background. Like it kind of sounds like wind, or maybe like a distant shore or something like that, but every once in a while when it plays, maybe it's like the whistling wind, but it kind of sounds like there's a siren playing, like in the distance. I just remember that the voice actor for Otacon, when speaking on doing the recording for the English dub recording for Metal Gear Solid, he talked about the budget was so poor that the recording studio that they used was so poorly soundproof that you could hear like cars in the background. And I swear to God, I've tried to listen to see if that was actually the case, but there must have been some sort of audio processing or something. It must have been while they were recording, but yeah, I've listened to most of those audio lines, and they're processed to the point where I don't think there's any like cars driving in the distance. But it's kind of funny, like some of the actual vocal recordings probably have that in there in the background. What do we have here?
Hello, what have we here?
Opened up a door, I just don't know where the door is. was a bad spot to be in. Good thing I had the shotgun out. Alright, got a trap door. Oh. End of the line, but there is a switch, which I guess opens this up. I don't know what that other switch opened up, unless it was something that we already passed up. I'm not too sure. Water below, but let's not hit that just yet. That's a gate where there's water below. So I wonder if jumping down into one of these pits will lead us into it. Oh, well, there's a doorway, but it closed. I wonder if those switches are timed. I guess they might be. It's also like a weird current or something. I keep getting pushed around. Oh boy, alright. I guess those switches must be timed. Let's see if we can hit them and drop right down, because that seems to be the doors that are unlocked. Oh, look, we only needed to do that one that time. Nice. Oh, hey, a key. Interesting. Crocs. Like a crock of shit. Awful joke taken from Oh shit, I got the magnums out. Goddamn. Just wasting this ammo. Oh, but these... Okay, well... We use it, we get it back, I guess. constantly whipping around. There's like the third key that we've gotten. Key number 4, geez. You can't get me. Oh shit, I got that one back there too. Alright. How many keys do we have? We have like 4, 5, 4. There's a door here. Just need to find all these locks. This might be AI. Something's off about this. Look at that weird thing like on the bridge of the nose. Like right between the eyebrows on the forehead. What is that? I don't think that's like the Tutankhamun sarcophagus adornment. Oh, I see. Yeah, we just picked up key number 5. Oh, shit. I guess every time we pick up a key, another lion spawns. There is a massive row of locks. One for each pillar. I think the most secret one, because I was diving in the water and I saw that little spot where you could breach. And then you could climb out there. That probably would have been the one that was like the biggest pain in the ass to find, because the rest of them were fairly easy to all get in here. But I just thought I was getting a secret. Ended up being where I needed to go. Oof, boy, I narrowly missed those spikes. That's the way out. There's like a ramp on the other side. I'm guessing that's the way to get back kind of in, but... Alright. This looks like the way I need to go. Ah. A switch. Oh, that opens up the door in there. Okay. See, I was thinking there was something on the other side of that. Not the door, like the other side of the door, but on the side. There's like 2 sides. There's like 2 little inlets that flank that door. I thought there was one on the other side that I didn't check, but... guess the switch to open it was down there. Nothing up there, it seems. Oh boy. Got something going on underwater. All these portraits of gators. Oh. There we go. Yeah, do it. Hit the thing, Lara. Opens up the door, and there's the gator. I'm just gonna do a quick look around. Although I don't really have a whole lot of oxygen left. Doesn't look like there's a ton in here, though. Trust that. I heard a mummy. Don't think they could get, on the island here. Weird little room. Like for tea parties or something. I saw that boulder there. I thought it was kind of weird, but I guess I just pushed it out. It wasn't exactly a threat, I don't think. Oh, look at that. Was that in the original? Yeah, it was. Yeah, look at gators in here, too. Little cat animation. It's pretty nifty, although it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but, neither does a lot of other things in this game, so no sense in complaining or trying to bring a sense of logic into it. Now back into the central room, huh? Oh, there was a door over up here. What is this? Movable block. Maybe one of those switches that we pulled, because one, opened a door, which I wasn't even sure was the one in the little croc room. I don't think it was that one. But then there was another one that, Did a boulder that random, and then one that opened up a door somewhere. But the door it opened might have been this. That was. Oh, the Uzis. Got a room full of mummies. Oops. Well, clearly they're not reacting to me snagging stuff in front of them, but, I don't know, there must be something else that triggers them. That's a shitload of them, though. If they all come out at once, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Guess we'll see what's down here. Okay, that triggered him. Got a lot of Uzi ammo. I guess no sense in me not using it here. Okay, they can just push me around. That's cool. Kind of a first-person view mode, sort of. Once again, we saw that in Unfinished Business when I was backed up against the wall. But this one was sort of like a little bit off to the side. So instead of like being dead center, it's like, instead of being Doom, it's like a modern first-person shooter. And that might be all of them. Oh no. I think it's just the one now, so don't really have too many qualms about going after it. I know there's still one that's like unactivated. About that one coming after me. While I stand at attention, I'm going to look down here instead of peering over the edge. Let's see. Got 2 ramps. It's really bright down here. Something back here. There's also these. Kind of like drop off to the side. I guess you can get that ammo there in the center. today. Shit. Whoa. Oh my god, she got set on fire. Holy crap. Damn, this puts us back further than I would have liked. Gotta fight all these guys again. Try to get me from there, but they can't. Really loud Uzi sounds. I noticed that somebody did a mod for a remastered sound effect thing. I'm always wary about those, because sometimes they're, put these hyper-realistic sounds and something about it just doesn't fit. Like, I actually recorded my, real Uzis in the backyard. But then, it's like sometimes you need something that sounds a little bit fake. It's like when you think of like a lot of those Western movies, especially the Sergio Leone stuff, he always used something of a higher grade for whatever weapon he was, recording sound for, or use sound for. For instance, for a handgun, he would use the sound of a rifle. For a rifle, he would use the sound of a cannon, and so on and so forth. So, the sound design, sometimes requires there to be like a bit more finesse as opposed to just like recording the most realistic of sounds or whatever. So I definitely overshot. Okay, cool. While doing the long jump, I guess you just need to do a standard jump there. Also, I guess the reason why it's so bright, there's no flames or anything, but we saw when I landed, not only did I get spiked, well, actually, I didn't get spiked. I think the height was so great that she just snapped her neck, but her body still caught on fire. But I am curious. Okay, got it. It's like super blinding. Super, super blinding. And it's still bright in the remaster version, but yeah, it's like almost white. But there's no flames or anything. There's no indication that you're going to get set on fire. What the hell? I wasn't there the whole time. Unless it was one of those leap of faith bullshit things. I would think. Well. Oh shit. That was me being dumb. actually moving my thumb up off the controller, and it hit the analog stick. And in hitting the analog stick, obviously she would move. But I didn't mean to. There's something going on down here, though. I don't know. I guess this is a secret. There's a boulder up this way. It's like a whole back room here. Guess I'm not super concerned about it, but still, it's there. I don't really know how you get down to it, though, because there's not really a good drop-off point. I mean, maybe you can survive the drop by hanging off the ledge from that point we just got off of, but yeah, it's still a hell of a drop. It's magic. The bridge just reappears. Or appears, because I guess it wasn't there before. I think the door that opened up was the door that was in here, though, because we saw that there was an infected door here. Yeah, I knew that mummy would come back to bite me in the ass. Long corridors again, just in case something comes up. Yeah, like that. Good to know I could kill a croc in one shot with a shotgun, though. A lot of foliage. Pretty green in the original, too. That's a weird trophy to pop up. It was like stare at portrait or something for 5 seconds. Is that like stare at Lara's something? I don't know, that was weird. I don't know which one it is, though. My eyes have been scanning all over this, I suppose. I think back here, okay, so like back at the room that we walked into from that other room where the chair is. It's like a chair on display. Ah, yes, okay. It's like I saw the cat block. They did drop that. Interesting. 3 doors with switches on either side of them, so that's weird. Spatial awareness is not what it used to be. Big old sphinx or something. I don't know what this is. Using 3 shots like that at the same time, but you know, it's right in front of me and everything. No, Lara, push it. Into the Sphinx. A little bit too short for that. Ah. When in doubt, look around. I know he's there. There he goes. Foolishly walking around with just the pistols out. Trying to keep the shotgun out. Not used to, like, having to use it so much, though, because they're throwing a lot more heavy-hitting enemies at me as opposed to just, you know, like lions and crocs and shit. It's unfinished business all over again. It's nowhere near as bad as that. But, still. Good to be on the lookout. Make a save. Oh, Uzi ammo. Oh, shit. I just ruined it for myself. Too short. I had it all mapped out originally. Ah, I got an itch on my wrist. doing? Just standing there. Or cats in weird places. Which I think is a Twitter, actually. Like cats in places they shouldn't be or something. Items tell me where I need to go. Ooh, we get to go on top of this. Look at that. It's less majestic in the original, but I appreciate the effort. Mummy interrupting my viewing pleasure. Actually, this skybox looks a little different. Let me take a look above. Oh no, it's the same. There's still like, it's such a weird skybox. It doesn't look like it belongs like in an Egypt setting. But there's like houses or something in the distance. There's that one like really bright house. There's some more light pollution in the distance. I don't know. I don't know. It's really weird. I like the skybox. It's like a cozy feeling to it, I suppose. And I hate that word. Shit, I'm noticing like a pillar or something on the other side. I think we ended up going down the wrong path. That eye texture looks so weird. I guess I gotta jump onto this? I'm wondering if I get to the bridge of the nose, because there's a little inlet there. I might be able to slide off and into that, but it'd be kind of tricky to get. I don't know if I can make that jump from here. I'll go ahead and save. Oh. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that. Well, that sucked. There's a switch back here. Okay, that looks silly. Now I guess we slide off of it. If we didn't kill that cat, that's where we'd do it here. Oh, you know what? Looking up from the bottom when we entered the big cat statue, I guess. Okay. There was like this big red thing, so I guess it was this throat and tongue here. Oh, there it goes. That was it. Man, I didn't find a single secret and all that, surprisingly. Although I did see one, I think, with the camera, but I don't know. I don't got a clue where the other one would have been. I think that's it. Oh, yeah, that's it. Wow. Took us 2 hours and 31 minutes to get through the expansion, so kind of beefy. But there you have it. There was both expansions. We did Unfinished Business, which was a pain in the ass, and Return to Egypt and Temple of the Cat, which was much more pleasurable. I think that was the nicer experience of the two. But yeah, it's still fun to play. Kind of more again for people that are pretty familiar with the mechanics of the original. I want to say that Tomb Raider Gold actually came out several years after the original release, though, because sometimes you have like the beefed up release, like maybe a year after. I think this one was several years after, so they might have had experience from like the other Tomb Raider games and tried to do something completely different or like slightly more advanced. Because yeah, especially with Unfinished Business, definitely a step up from the first game, the original game. So it's almost a little bit jarring. I feel like you need to even be more seasoned, playing Tomb Raider 2 and maybe a bit into 3 before you tackle Unfinished Business. But it could just be me. But yeah, we're done with that, so we can do Tomb Raider 2, which I'm probably not going to play too much of this, but we could take a look. Again, I believe this first stream, so the one that's marked as part 1, there should be me playing the first level of Tomb Raider 2, so we've already kind of like taken a step into it. But I think... Let's see where this Venice is, because I don't remember if I actually saved or not. If this is at the beginning of the level, then we'll just continue on from this. Yes, it is. Okay. I think I might have saved then. You know what sucks about this? I don't know if I made a comment on it. It's been a few days since we did the first one, but look at that. That original background from the original visuals looks so great. And then you go to the remastered visuals, there's nothing back there. It's really lame. Don't know why they did that, but I wish they didn't.
No. No.
I do have a shotgun, okay. Pistols sound a bit different. Alright, so getting into Tomb Raider 2, this game is a bit different than the first one. This one features a lot more like urban heavy levels, which is kind of interesting. You also have a lot of human-based enemies, which you didn't really have too much of in the original Tomb Raider. Human-based enemies were relegated to like the henchmen, boss battles, Pierre coming up every now and again with his bullshit. But for the most part, you didn't have to deal with them too much. But this one, they're dead. So, gotta be careful. Also with this one, the hidden treasures and stuff, or the secrets I should say, aren't just item pickups. They're actually these little dragon statues. And you need to find 3 of them in order to reap the rewards. So you actually have to be pretty diligent. It's not like you find one of them and you get some bonuses. You have to find all 3 and then you get whatever it is that they give you after the fact. I think we found all 3 with the previous level, and that's how I got the shotgun, maybe? I don't remember getting the shotgun elsewhere, but I think that's how I got it. This was also the first game, in the original version to feature like an in-game lighting system. So they definitely took advantage of it by making some areas incredibly dark to the point where you needed a light source, and where you got your light source was from flares, which were actually what we just picked up. So now we have the ability to use flares. I don't know, I played a little bit into the remaster version, but I didn't get too far, so I didn't see like a ton of areas, but I know like close to this, there's a spot where it gets pretty dark, and I remember it being bright enough where I didn't actually need the flares, so they might have changed something up here. takes care of that. We'll need to jump out that window I just passed up to get to that switch, but we got this guy over here. I think he has, yeah, he's got a key. But yeah, this one is a little bit different. It, in a lot of regards, I guess. It's maybe not a little bit different, but a lot different than the original. The original is kind of like, I would say, more Indiana Jones. You know, somebody's looking to use an artifact of power to, you know, their own will. And granted, that still happens here in this one, but there's a little bit more to it than that with, you know, the secret bases and like an evil organization. It actually fits in more in line with James Bond in a sense. And, you know, fighting all these enemies that got guns and such. It feels a lot more like a James Bond than an Indiana Jones. Although the two are fairly close to each other. Some people were surprised to learn that Indiana Jones was heavily inspired by James Bond. He was, of course, inspired by serials from the like 1950s about explorers. You know, that was a big thing, and especially in Europe at the time, was the discovery of stuff in the ancient pyramids and explorers and archaeology. And it made for good fiction. Which is, oh man, that guy dropped Uzis? Holy shit.
No.
Good lord. Okay. I don't remember enemies dropping like full-on weapons before. That's crazy. This is also our first experience with using a vehicle. But yeah, not only from the 50s, like serials and such, but he was heavily inspired by old James Bond. Yeah, we got the Uzis pretty damn quick. I was surprised by that. This is one instance where I was like, man, the remaster's a lot brighter, because, like, look at this when I switch to original. Look at that, you can't even see anything. And then when you switch to remaster graphics mode, it's like everything's so much brighter. I mean, I'm kind of thankful for it, but at the same time, it kind of makes some of these secrets and stuff, like, really easy to spot, which, you know, I don't mind, but it kind of takes the challenge away for new players. I gotta exit this thing. There it is. There are mice or rats down there. But yeah, Indiana Jones inspired by 007, which was a big deciding factor as to why they got Sean Connery to play Henry Jones Sr. in the third Indiana Jones movie. Like, well, who better than, you know, who inspired the character in the first place? James Bond. But when you think about it, it's not even really fully like a character influence. There are certain aspects, you know, Indiana Jones is a ladies' man, he's a charmer, he's suave, he's resourceful. You know, he doesn't have gadgets, but he uses odd weaponry like a whip and stuff. But, you know, a lot more from like a kind of like a trope and formula setup where you typically have like one central villain and with the central villain there's usually like, you know, an ultimate goal for them, and they typically have like an organization or henchmen. So there's a couple factors that you kind of see the influence in, which is not just the character. Typically the best way to approach enemy combat in these games is to like roll behind enemies. Because unfortunately it becomes super shitty once you start fighting multiple, or there are enemies that are like, can hit you from like a huge range out. But all the enemies in this game are hit scan if they have a gun, which means that, You know, there's no bullet or anything that you can dodge. It's not like the Atlanteans from the previous game where you could actually see the bullet and move out of the way. It's just like if they see you, they fire the gun, you're getting hit. No if and or buts about it. So, sort of shitty. It's a huge complaint with this game. A lot of people don't like it because of that. But you can sort of work around it. Definitely easier at the beginning stages of the game. But yeah, basically what you got to do is you got to get up close to them and you just got to roll behind them so that you're in a good position to shoot at them. There's that ladder there, but I think that goes up to the treasure piece that we saw. Oh, I think I pressed... Okay, there was that switch, I think, in here, but I think I pressed it too early. We actually had to get the boat in there first. So I wasn't sure what it did. There's another boat that we get later, but we need both of them. There's this switch here. I think that opens the doors over there, yep. Damn. I was kind of hoping that she'd just, like, launch herself into the boat. Ah, yes, this music. This guy had a key, so I needed to kill him. The good thing about a lot of enemies in this game is, I mean, one of the major problems is they throw so many at you. But they do all tend to drop an item of some sort. Might be ammo, might be health kits, but you'll at least get something from them, unlike a lot of the enemies. I don't think any of the enemies, actually, now that I think about it, unless they had like a special thing like Pierre and the Magnums. Yeah, I don't think any of the enemies in the original Tomb Raider actually dropped anything of any import. Kind of see what I'm doing here, and then he kind of runs around in a circle. You can't really circle strafe him like you could other enemies in other Tomb Raider games because they'll typically catch up with you and, you know, just start firing at you, which isn't good. Let's see what the skybox is like. So I almost started to see a city skyline at the edge of it on the original version. A lot more trees and island looking stuff in the new one. Actually one of the longer pieces of music. Problem when you come up to like sections like this though, because enemies can definitely start hitting you pretty pretty hard from spots like this. Got some magnum rounds or something for me. There's a door that I cannot get access to. Alright, this is one thing that I need to do. There we go. There's mines that we need to eventually get to that spot. That's how we exit the level, but there's mines that block the way, so you need to send a boat off into them. Got an achievement for that too, but it's a mandatory thing you need to do. I don't think you can clear it otherwise. Anyway, there's still a shitload more stuff we need to get to. This guy over here, I don't like being in the boat when I come across him because he'll just shoot you while you're in the boat. See, this guy dropped 2 items. 3. 2 cases of shotgun shells and a large med kit. So, not bad. This door over here opens when you get close to it. Got a rat problem. Fast on that. Alright, so that opened a door. I think it's this door over here. She jumped out so fast, she got back in the boat. Stomping around up there. Oh, and a dog too. Maybe it's just a nah, it's somebody else. Close one. Like somebody else walking around out there too. Oh, maybe he's in here. Oh, you know what? I think he's below me. I think a guy spawns down there. Let's check this. Yeah. This guy dropped a health kit. Oh, what? Cheapskate. Didn't have a drop for me. Break away from the little dock there. Okay. I remember this level used to filter me hard as a kid. I had no clue what the hell I needed to do, but I've played it so many goddamn times, I know exactly what I need to do now. Should have gotten, I think we got a key somewhere, which will open up a door that was actually close to the exit, but I think we need to do that first, before we do any, like, super boat tricks. However, there's a boat trick that we can do to break the glass here, which will get us a... Actually, well, we don't need to press that button, do we? I just actually need to ramp up out here. We need to ramp through this. Don't know what's going on with those boat physics, but alright. But there we get the last of the Jade Dragon trophies. The glass still isn't broken here for some reason. I don't know why. Very strange things happening here in Venice. Anyway, I didn't need to push that button. That button just opens up the doors to the exit of the level. But when that clock bell chimes all the way through and the doors are closed, you can't go around through here because there's boats blocking the way. I saw like one of the first switches that we activated opened up a set of, like a gate, and there is a second one that we need to open, and we got the key that gets us into the area where we can hit that. It should be right here. What you got? Ah, there it is. I'm like, where is it? Should be around here somewhere. Okay. That opens up that gate. Those are open permanently, so now we don't have to worry about anything impeding us from getting over to this section. Now we just need to get back into the weird little kind of boathouse thing, and then we need to ramp up off the giant ramp again. I was like, what is it exactly? What was it trying to be? It's just a ramp. It's a ramp-like structure. I don't know what purpose it serves other than just to run your boat across and through a building, but whatever works. God, I'm actually really looking forward to playing the Maria Doria. It's a sunken ship. It's like one of my favorite level themes in this entire series. I like that. I like Area 51. I kind of like Antarctica. Oh, you know what? Is there a way to... I did it wrong. Let's reload that. I was holding, like, the action button last time. I think that actually might have been giving me a boost. Yeah, look at that. Much faster now. Whoa! Almost fell off. Okay, the Mines are taken care of, so we are clear, and that's level end. 29 out of 30 pickups. I wonder what the last one was. Anyway, Venice isn't one of my favorites. It's alright. I do think some of the boat stuff is kind of cool. Some of the architecture. Obviously, with the Venice theme level, I'm a little bit reminded of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So there are certain aspects of it that I think are pretty nifty, but still not one of my, like, favorite. I think there's a guy up there. I'm like, where are those footsteps coming from?
Uh-huh.
Those rats are hungry. 7 shotgun shells. 318 with the Uzis. I'll stick with that for right now. There's some guys that come out and try to sneak attack you here. I was thinking there might have even been a dog with him, but I guess I didn't see anything. Oh yeah, that guy should have dropped something too, shouldn't he? Guess not. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I thought he like dropped down. I'm like, what the hell? Never seen him do that before.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they can get over that ledge. Shit. I didn't think they could.
Uh-huh.
Couple different items here. I'm gonna save. Sometimes this can be finicky. One of the interesting things about the PlayStation version of Tomb Raider 2 was coming off of Tomb Raider 1, which had the save crystals, which meant you could only save in the spots that they deemed necessary. You could save wherever you wanted in Tomb Raider 2. Wherever. Just like on PC. However, you could save wherever you wanted, but you only had the one save slot. So you had to be kind of picky-choosy. Not as much, you know, I think, as one might fear, but definitely had to be wary about where you were saving, because if you accidentally saved, because I've done that before, I've accidentally saved over a slot that I didn't mean to, and ended up, you know, doing some shit. Whether it was like overwriting something that I didn't mean to and putting myself in a bad situation, or, you know, sometimes a save point in a spot that's not as convenient as what you might have previously had. 'Cause you don't know what's going to be coming up, you know, when you're playing fresh. So you still had to be careful with it. That was the thing. I hear this guy walking around. There was like a switch or something. It was weird. There's like some kind of switch that was hidden in the wall that would open up a doorway to him, but it might not be until we get into that next section. He's over there, though. I can hear him. slight 3D effect of the ladders. It's definitely a difference from the original. Where it's all just like one texture on the thing. That's a guy with a bat. Noticing a bit of buffering going on with my stream. So I think sometimes when I stream like really late, or even like into the day, like the bitrate starts to mess up for me. So I think that might be what's going on here. I don't usually go this late. It's past 3 a.m. for me, so. I don't want to mess this jump up. This I don't remember. I think you just have to like jump down. Oh wait, you don't even slide. Oh, okay, I messed that up. You still have to jump. I wanted to say, I think there's like it's like kind of a hidden switch, but I think it's around here somewhere. That opens up the walkway to the guy with the bat that was on the balcony that we just saw. I think it's somewhere around here. These paintings cracked me up. I saw these before. These look like AI things. They're not in the original. Ah, there it is. I'm like, I know it's a switch on one of the walls in here, and you can like barely see it. And I thought that this was a door over here, but I couldn't quite tell.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, there we go. I think that's our first secret in this level. I think the bitrate is messing up, unfortunately. It seems to do it every few minutes. I don't know if it's gotten itself sorted out yet. Or not even every few minutes, like every few seconds. Although now it seems to be somewhat stable. No, it's still pretty low. It's like doing weird things. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, like right now it's fairly stable on my end. Let me see what Twitch is saying. This is kind of a long level too, so I don't know. Twitch says it's alright. Very strange. Like it was for a long time there, and then it just kind of stopped. Yeah, not anymore. I don't know, maybe we can play through a little bit more of this, but I think I might have to stop if the internet's kind of shitting itself. remember the two guys, or the guy and the dog coming through the door, but I don't remember the guy coming up behind me. I don't think either one of these guys had an item. For shame. I don't know, the buffering seemed to stop. Twitch says it's okay, so I guess I'll believe Twitch. OBS is still telling me that the bitrate is like really low, so I don't know, but sometimes OBS is a little bit behind on its statistics. This part was always a pain. This is the first time I tested out the modern controls on this area. Oh shit. I held onto the forward button a little bit before I actually hit the jump button. Still, I don't like this jump sequence. Oh, come on! I think I'm pressing forward like a little bit before I press jump. Should just be like hopping between them, basically. You can kind of do, if you jump early enough, you can do it with, let's see, that didn't work. You can do it with running jump. But it works a little bit better if you can like hop between them. The only thing is you are given a very small amount of time. Good with dogs, Lara. I don't think there's anything I could do in here yet. I gotta bounce out this window. This might be where it's starting to look a little dark in here. This might be where it'd be handy to pull out a flare, which you can use underwater, just like real ones, so that's pretty nifty. I think there's a statue down here. There it is. There's an item down here too. Grenades, I guess. There's a statue. I think we get the last one before we end this level. There's like a building that you need to bomb. Anyway, before you have to like TNT and you get a TNT key and all this shit. And before you actually blow it, I think you need to walk up into it, and that's where the statue is. Pretty sure that's this level. This level's long. This is a long-ass level. There's another spot that we need to come up from. I think there was another, like, little hidden inlet around here, too. For the life of me, I can't even tell where it is. This obviously is the hopping spot, a little jumping area with the flames that we just saw, so it's not that. It's kind of just there, I think, for you to catch your breath. But I thought there was another spot that we could come up from. Switching to original graphics mode will help me pick it out, pinpoint it. Maybe not. I ain't seeing it. Maybe there's something I'm missing, like maybe there was a switch. Or you know what? Could be the case too, is maybe coming out here. There might have been a spot I could climb up to, like even further. I forget. I remember all sorts of other shit, but I don't remember specifically what I needed to do here. Something to do with this fireplace, because I know the fire, there's like a little spot behind it. I'm just switching to the original graphics mode to see if there's like anything that rings a bell. There's something you could do to bring these... Oh, you know what? Maybe he was jumping on this. You could bring the other chandelier down, I believe. That's what it was. Yeah, there's a switch up there. There's like a lot of different things you could do with this spot. Okay. I'll do something stupid. I'm gonna run through this and see if I survive. Oh shit, no, you can't even... Can I jump over it? Nope, can't do that. Alright, I thought you could run through it. You can't. But now that that's open, I think the door down here might be open too. Maybe not that. Maybe the water level went up? I don't know. There was something. Like you do that and that door does something. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I think... Oh no, that still just brings us up here. It's like, well shit, what was the point of opening the... Be quicker to do this. What's the point of opening up the drop door if it didn't actually do anything? Maybe I could get to the other side, I don't know. Can't walk in there barely without touching the thing and you already get set on fire. Oh, you could walk out through here. Okay, that's what it was. Walk out through here. That gets you into the chimney. You still need to, like, drop down. You can't, like, walk through the fire, though. Unfortunately. Okay.
No.
Yep. I don't remember getting the key, but I thought I'd try it anyway. Okay. So doing that, we get to pull that lever. That opens up that door. Now we just know that there's a door here that we need to unlock. But what else was there? that do anything inside the chandelier room? I don't remember. So let's go up and find out. It's gonna be a pain in the ass climbing up this with wet clothes. Remember something happened with that painting, but the painting didn't do anything? Is that over here? Okay, I might be able to jump over to this chandelier. Okay, that's what it was. I've been like working 5 steps ahead, but I need to focus on doing the thing that's immediately in front of me. Oops. I think I need to jump down from that that like 3rd chandelier before I can reach that painting. The second one might do, actually. No. No, that did not work. Okay, even though we opened up the painting thing, I don't think we could do that next, actually. Because that's too high for me to get at. I think we need to drop those chandeliers. God damn, those little rats can tank like 6 bullets. Son of a bitch, I thought there was somebody up here. I was like, I remember something happening here.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there it is. There should be a switch around here somewhere. Okay. So I do believe that dropped the chandeliers. Yeah, now they're reversed. So now this one's the highest one. Low enough that you just want to do a standard jump too. If you do a long jump, you're going to screw yourself, overshoot, and probably die. Okay. So finally we get the key.
Uh-huh.
Ow. Oh shit. Like I turned my head to scratch my chin and then I hit my headphones against my mic. And then that startles me enough to like lose my grip on the controller, but I'm still pressing up and I almost go into the fireplace. Almost. Whoopsies. Alright, we're getting there. Almost at the end of this, but there's still a bit left. Library key.
Uh-huh.
Heck yeah. Eat lead. Get my ass handed to me, but these guys can eat lead too.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Uh-huh.
Nice little lemon trees, very lovely. There's a door. Okay, I was gonna say there's a door there. I think we need to get something to get it open, but I guess we just need to walk up to it. This, okay, so this is actually the spot I was thinking of with the TNT. So I'm curious, what is this gun? Oh, it's the automatic pistols, as opposed to Lara's automatic pistols. Anyway, this is the building I made mention of. There's a TNT, I don't know what you'd call that, the igniter, the thing that sets it off. But before we destroy it, we need to get inside this building. Because there it is. That should be the last one.
Uh-huh.
There we go. Shitload of shotgun shells, that's what we get. Fine by me. I remember struggling to find that one, but I really needed to find, especially getting towards the end of this game, because I knew it was going to be rough, but I really, really needed to find, like, all the secrets. So hopefully I can remember everything. As we play through this, we'll find out. Bookshelves are perfectly aligned for crawling on top of. You could use them like a ladder. Watch out in the later Tomb Raider games. At least with 3, I remember happening a lot, but when Tomb Raider 3, once you kill somebody, a lot of times they'll have like a last-ditch effort shot. So if you're low on health and you're not looking at healing, they might actually kill you with their last little shot there. What's going on here? Sexier version of James Bond, you know it. I'll make a save here. why. I remember that jump messing me up. It's shorter than it looks. That's the biggest issue with it. There must have been a switch I missed. Is there a switch down here? There's that. What about like on... What am I missing? Oh, you know what? Okay, I think I see what it is. Here, let's load this back up. So I think what I need to do is I need to jump down here. Jump over here. Should have done a long jump. That's how you do it. Okay. A little magnum ammo for me. There's something else here. I think the dynamite key is somewhere around here. I thought that one dude would have had it, but... Oh no, I guess he did. Oh, there it is. I thought that was... I think I must have, like... My eyes didn't focus on it, because I thought that was just like a pot on a table or something. Ow. Boy, if this was real life, she just rammed her head into the ledge there. Used the full health kit, but looks like I got one additional one in my inventory now. Okay, now we need to go back to that first area. There it is. Get the detonator key in there. I don't think we ever get a chance to actually see the thing. I don't think I could get up there. Look like he dropped anything anyway. This stupid Phantom of the Opera mask. Looks a lot more detailed than the original, actually. This should be the end. I'm going to go ahead and save, though, just in case. Might be like a weird, awkward drop or something. This game had shit like that going on. Ah, well, it was kind of dark. I couldn't tell that this was jutting out or not. Alright, there we go. Long level. Got all the secrets though. 26 out of 28 pickups, so I missed a couple things, but that's alright. And now, I think we are at the Opera House, yep. Alright, we'll go ahead and save here, and I think we'll call it. Long stream tonight. Did about a 5-hour one, which I don't do too often. Seems like lately I've been putting in a lot of extra time with streams though, but still, we did do a long one. Finished up intermission though with Final Fantasy VII Remake, so that was cool. And then, of course, finished up the last of the expansions for Tomb Raider. I guess I'm counting Tomb Raider Remastered as like one full playthrough though. If I do end up going through all of them, I think I could probably do it. But we're probably going to leak into next week and might have to jump back and forth or do dual streams like tonight for when I'm doing the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But yeah, it's been fun. I've been really enjoying replaying these games again. And with the new skin and everything, it's kind of fun to see what the visuals are and compare and contrast. And, you know, when I streamed these games last 2 years ago, I did the PlayStation versions, so they were looking pretty rough, but you know, being able to play them now in 60 frames a second and just in widescreen and, you know, high resolution and everything, it's kind of a different experience, even if it is the same game. And playing them when I'm more familiar with them, because when I was streaming those games last, it's like I kind of remember how to do stuff, but I was still like really iffy on like the mechanics and stuff. So playing them now and kind of being more familiar with them is also sort of fun. I feel like, you know, obviously if you're familiar with the game and you're retreading it, I think it's an enjoyable experience if the game is good. So I've been digging going through it again. But yeah, I hope you guys are too. And we will be hitting this up next stream, and we'll probably just keep streaming Tomb Raider Remastered up until Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out, and then we'll be flip-flopping between the two. Though I will say that when Rebirth comes out, unless I get to points where I can like do some open world roaming without worrying about like story getting in the way, probably going to hit that up pretty hard when it comes out. So we might see a few streams in a row of that, and then eventually we might, you know, do a dual stream or flip-flop between the two. We'll see how it goes, but obviously, I don't know what the game's going to be like, so I can't tell you for sure one way or the other. But definitely want to keep playing Tomb Raider Remastered. It's been really, really fun, so I've been digging it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate y'all, everybody that was here. Scoob, thank you. I know you're probably gone off to bed or something by now, but I do appreciate the raid, especially after such a long stream. Thank you. Let's see. It's super late, so nope. Doesn't look like anybody I know is streaming, unfortunately. So we got a handful of viewers here, but I think we're just going to have to call it a night here. Can't do any raids or anything, so oh well. But you guys take care. Have a good night. We will see you all next time. And until then, later.